This FCA season preview is brought to you by S&J Tube in Wapello, Iowa.
Ooh, good catch.
Rockridge head coach Sam Graves could talk about the numbers, as in the numbers lost from that tremendous graduating class last season. But he says this time of the year is one of the charms of high school football, and he expects this group of Rockets to fill in the holes nicely.
You're so excited to see what guys grow up and take on the leadership role and become upperclassmen and kind of establish themselves as leaders. But on the other hand, it's kind of sad because those guys you've grown relationships with for 3 or 4 years, they're gone. So it's kind of that. It's the weird thing, and it's the great thing about high school football is that constant turnover. It's sad to see guys go, but it's exciting to see guys grow up.
Tell me, what happened over the summer, and do you feel like, man, there's some needs being filled because guys have grown and guys have really been executing and saying that's my spot?
There are. We've had a lot of guys working very hard this summer. I think you're hearing from everybody right now the numbers are down, and we're no different. I mean, since I've been here in 6 or 8 years, our enrollment's down probably 20%. We were in the 440s or 50s when I came, and now we're in the 350s. So we're down 100 students in 6, 8 years, and of course that means our numbers are going to go down a little bit. So we're fighting what everybody's fighting around here right now, from what I'm hearing from local teams. But the guys that are here, that are working unbelievably hard. I mean, we've got guys that are taking on leadership roles and making sure everyone that should be here is here, and they're really working well together.
I mean, this year the seniors definitely coming in. We're low on numbers, but each one of the guys busted their butts this offseason, and I think it's going to show this season.
What are some things that are going to work? I mean, obviously it's you run spread, run first, I guess, too. Are those components in place for you, do you think?
Yes, I do think they are. I think our skills position are definitely where they need to be, and our line is working hard, and they're busting their butts every day.
And you always find out right away because you have such a good schedule. Talk about that, how motivating that is, too.
Having Newman week 1 is definitely something to work hard for. It's going to be a good game, and I think we can come in ready.
Where has tradition fit into this, into off seasons and things like that? That there's this legacy that's been in place in recent history.
Yeah, I think definitely part of our motivation is knowing that we have such big shoes to fill, and I think knowing that we don't want to be the class that's the drop off or something like that. So we work hard, and definitely I think it's going to be a good season.
We're definitely looking to be a different team. We're looking to change what we've been the last couple years and move forward from 2 years before us and last year to where we want to be our own team, where we don't have the 3-year starters. We don't have all those big names, where we're coming out and we just kind of want to surprise people, where we're just going to come out and play smash mouth football.
Are you sensing that one heartbeat, that hey, if we're going to win, we got to play that way, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, with how we're looking, we're going to come out and we got to give it our all, or else we got to win. So I mean, that's just the way it's going to go.
How have guys responded to those opportunities that are out there, those open positions? Do you sense like a real seriousness saying, that's my position, I want it, I'm going to leave it all out there?
Talking to the guys, there's a select few where I'm talking to them like, hey, you're really fighting for a position either on offense or defense, either way. I was like, you got to push it at practice, because every position from this beginning of the summer, we didn't know who was going to go. We were just going to go along with it. So going into it, we definitely pushed each other to see who could get the spot. So it's looking pretty good, though.
Last year's seniors were among the most decorated athletically and academically in school history. And maybe a piece of them is still here. The coach hopes so, because they had great leadership skills. And he says this group of Rockets was paying attention.
There's much more guys in that class than these two kids, but Noah Hammerlink and Dakota McManus at those 2 linebacker spots for us in the middle of the field have been here since I've been a head coach, and this is the first year we've been without them. So that those are big holes in the middle of the defense that they've always been here. So Yeah, when you start the off season, you say, man, how are we going to replace these guys? That is a huge loss for us. How are we going to overcome it? But then as the summer progresses, you see guys that are working hard, gaining strength, gaining the knowledge in those spots because they haven't got as many reps because of those guys being there, and they're starting to fill the roles. You can see guys coming along.
Rockridge has a tremendous Fellowship of Christian Athletes huddle at their school. How about you? Would you like to start FCA at your college, high school, or middle school? To find out how, you can contact me or check out our website at ILLOWAFCA.org. With this FCA season preview, I'm Dan Pearson.
No, she just laid face because someone like pushed her from behind. She just like stumbled forward.
Like, yeah, I'm D1.
Is that ball super aired up? This ball is super garbage. It would be last year. I went home with more money than yeah, I should do it. Daily. You want the pro and what's yeah. Great to be at that game. That's a big difference. Well, I don't know. Right.